And welcome back, Boyglings. I am the expert the master of disaster from one and one boy, seer, son of a Gastrola. And we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Zatsudan. Whether or not this gets copyrighted, who knows? Who knows, really? Give me just a second. So, today we're going to be looking at Designing Darkness. So let's just jump into it with an Asset Saver Bogart Knight. Bogart. 1900, 1004 stars, Earth Beast Warrior. That's pretty good. I mean, that is pretty solid stats. Cannot be used as synchro material except for a cross saver. When this card is normal summon, you can special one level 4 and lower. Wow. This is a staple for a cross saver deck. This is honestly like one of the better cards you can have for a cross saver deck. By the way, hey, before I go on, how late were you there last night? Were you there? What was the last thing you saw last night on the stream? Longui died? Okay. I did go fight Sao Longui off stream. He's actually kinda annoying. He's actually kinda annoying to fight. Also, I bought everything from the shop, so I have everything. But if I want to get the achievement, I'm gonna have to, like, upgrade everything, which is like, oh, God. That's gonna take a while to do. So who knows, maybe I'll do that for Platinum Knights or something, who knows. Blackwing, Ghibli, the Searing Wind. 1603 stars, Dark Wing Beast. When your opponent declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can switch the original active defense of this card until the end of this turn. Honestly, not a bad effect. It's not a bad effect, but at the same time, like, it's zero attack. It's going to die. And 1600 defense, even if you flip it over to attack, that's not that much. That's really not that much. It's going to die very quickly. Gust, the Black Blast. The Black Blast, bleh. 900, 1400, 2 stars, Dark Wing Beast. If you control no cards, you can special summon this card from your hand. If your opponent's monster attacks a Blackwing monster you control, the attacking monster loses 300 attack during the damage step only. Yeah, you're not using it for the stats. You're using it for synchro. I mean, this effect isn't terrible, honestly. It's not terrible, but, I mean, 900 attack, 1400 defense. Yeah. Good for synchro, though, of course. Breeze, the Sapphire. Is it Sapphire or Sapphire? I'm always not sure how to pronounce that word. Sapphire? 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 And look, 100, 300, 3 stars, Dark Wing Beast Tuner. If this card is added from your deck to your hand by a card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Cannot be used as a synchro material except for a synchro summon of a Blackwing monster. Okay, so quick way to get a Blackwing. Also, last night was like the second time in a week that I had someone comment on the way I was talking. I don't like breaking this up that much, but like, why is in 1 week, man? Why is in 1 week? One in the comment, one on stream. It's like, bro, please, please. Change your synchron. Oh, it says synchron. Ew, 001 stars, Dark Machine Hooner. If this card is set to the graveyard for a synchro summon, select one monster your opponent controls and change its spell. This is Neck Synchron. No thank. Card Breaker. Interesting little staff you have there. 100, 900, 2 stars, Light Warrior. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned in face of a hack by selecting one card from your spell trapped zone graveyard. That doesn't seem really worth it. That doesn't really seem worth it at all. Unless you need Card Breaker for something specific, but like, it seems terrible. Second booster. 1,503 stars Fire Machine. You can tribute this card to select one face-up hack monster you control. A selected monster gains 1,500 to hack and end phase. Jeez! That's kind of a big boost in a hack. Just 1,500 to hack right there again. That's honestly pretty strong for a card effect. Not gonna lie. Obviously the stronger hack boost, but like, that's pretty strong. Not gonna lie. Archfiend Interceptor. Is that an Archfiend football player? That's just a demon football player, huh? Okay. 1,404 stars Dark Fiend. When you control the space of a hack card, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can 500 damage to your opponent. Oh. So it's a burn card. Okay. That could be probably used for some shenanigans. It's okay. It's not terrible, but it's okay. It just looks like an old granny grandma. Granny dragon. And level 100, 400, 2 stars Fire Dragon Hooner. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to graveyard, you can add one level 3 or lower dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. That's not bad. That's honestly pretty solid for a deck searcher card. Trust Guardian. 0800 3 stars Light Fairy Hooner. This card cannot be used as a synchro material monster except for a level 7 or higher synchro monster. Once per turn, that synchro monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Each time this effect is applied, that synchro monster loses 400 attack defense at the end of the damage step. Wait. This has to be on the field for that effect to happen, right? I'm assuming it has to be on the field. I don't know about that. You have to use it for... I don't know about that. I'm not sure on that. Like, preventing a monster from dying is good and all. But, like, the main threat for synchro monsters isn't really monsters. It's like card effects, I feel. Now, you can make them completely immortal for, like, a turn. For some of them. But, like, I don't know about that. I can't see how that plays out. Flare Resonator. 3,303 stars Fire Fiend Hooner. A synchro monster that uses this card as a synchro material gains 300 attack. See, I like that. I like when you do things like this, when you give, like, a slight little boost to, a fusion or a synchro. Like this. This is fine. Is it a big boost? Not really. But, you know, it gives you incentive to use the damn thing. You know? Synchro Magnet. Is a stable? I can see. 1,603 stars. Earth Machine Hooner. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. When you synchro summon a synchro monster, you can special summon this card. There's a lot of these weird guys that are so low powered that you cannot normal summon a set. That is so weird. Like, they're really leaning into the special summon swarm in this era. Give me just a second. We're gonna switch over. Infinity Mirage. 001 star Dark Fiend. Cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. If you have no cards in your hand, you contribute this card that target two Infinity monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them. Okay, so this is the new, yeah, I know it isn't specific. Or special or whatever. So, Infinity's a new hype. Infinity Randomizer. It's like, what weird looking Akuma. 900 0 star. This is alternate art apparently. 900 0 defense, why did I say star? 1 star Dark Warrior. Once per turn, while you have no cards in your hand, you can draw 1 card and reveal it. For a monster card drawn, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the level of that monster times 200. For a spell trap, you take 500 damage. Oh, so it's kind of like a gambling deck in a way, is it? Infinity Beaten. 100 0 2 stars Dark Insect Tuner. While you have no cards in your hand, you can tribute this card to summon up. Okay. So it's really going with the no cards in your hand gimmick. I see. And honestly, it's very easy to just run out of cards in your hand in this game. It really is. Infinity Avenger. 001 star Dark Fiend Tuner. All or nothing, pretty much. When a monster you control except Infinity Avenger is destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster is sent to the graveyard, while you have no cards in your hand, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. In that case, the level of this card is equal to the level of your destroyed monster. But it's 0-0. That's awful. That's absolutely awful. Give me just a second. Ooh, what is messaging me? I mean, it is a tuner, yeah, but like, if it's not on your turn, you can't really synchro summon, right? And like, it's just gonna get absolutely destroyed otherwise. Revival Rose. I mean, it's hard not to, you know? 1300 4 stars Dark Plant. If face up level 5 or higher plant monster you control is destroyed while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card from the graveyard. It's not bad. It's not a bad card. It gives you a 4 stars that you can use for synchro summon, like right there again. And it doesn't save by battle, so, you know, you can just be like, oh, I now have a Revival Rose. And if you have 3 of them, you get all 3 of them on the field, which is pretty damn good, honestly. 1300 is nothing, really, but like, 4 stars for synchros. That's pretty good. Oh look, Mortronics are back. Mortronic Vacuumin. 001 star Wind Machine. While in an act, once per turn you can summon 1 equip card, equip this card, hit the graveyard and inflict 500 damage on your opponent. In defense, once per turn you can equip 1 face up a half monster your opponent controls this card as an equip card. Ew. I mean, you gotta give him a face up defense, which isn't super difficult, but like, ew. That is kinda nasty. You just steal one of their monsters and make it go away. It's like, relinquished light. Very, very light. Kinda disgusting a little bit. Only a little. Bird of Roses. Yep, that's a Bird of Roses, alright. 800 or 1500, yeah. 800 or 1500 4 stars when plant. When the space of the attack card you control is destroyed by battle from opponent's attacking monster, and sent in your graveyard, you can special summon 2 plant tuners from your deck in defense. It's not bad. And it's at 1800, so it's pretty decent for a plant. Not bad. That's a pretty solid card. Not bad at all. Spore. Yep. That's a Spore. 400, 800, 1-star wind plant tuner. If this card's in your graveyard, you can banish one other plant monster from your graveyard. Special summon this card. And if you do, increase its level by the level of that banished monster. You can only use this effect of Spore once per duel. That's honestly pretty solid. Granted, having 3 of these in your deck, I don't know if that's actually useful. Because you only get to use it once per duel. But I mean, you know, it's very useful for tuner. We'll have to see how this is playing out. Fairy Archer. 400, 600, 3 stars like Fairy. During your main phase, inflict 400 damage to your opponent for each face of light monster you control. Damn. That's, damn. That's pretty nasty, not gonna lie. This card cannot attack during the same turn you activate this effect. Only one Fairy Archer can have its effect. Okay, so only one, but still, damn. That's pretty nasty. Main phase is when you summon, right? What? Hey, are you on your phone or something? Or are you drunk? I was about to say it's like you're drunk or something. This could be very scary. But yeah, main phase is when you do all your summons, right? So you would summon this, and then you would get to use its effect on the turn you summon it if it's during the main phase. Okay. So you summon this when you have most light monsters, and you just do like 2,000 damage if you have 5 of them. That's actually pretty disgusting. And if she doesn't die the next turn, they're just taking 2,000 more if you have 5 monsters. That's pretty dumb. Main phase 1 or main phase 2? Oh yeah, there is a main phase 2. It's funny because it doesn't say main phase 1 or main phase 2. It just says main phase. So you can do it on either of those, I guess. Ew. Bio Falcon. Yep. That's a Bio Falcon. 1,700, 1,204 stars light machine. When a machine type monster you control is destroyed by battle, it's sent to the graveyard. While this card is face off the field, you can add 1 machine type monster with 1,000 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Good stats. 1 good attack, decent attack. Main phase 1, battle turn, main phase 2, gotcha. And the 1,000 or less attack can be pretty good. It lets you get synchro stuff and, you know, whatever else you need. Cherry in Motto. What? Okay. 700, 400, 2 stars dark plant tuner. When this card is destroyed with battle sent to the graveyard, you can special summon up to Immato monsters from your deck. It cannot be used as synchro material monsters. Immato is a type? Are we going with a new weird monster type? Huh. Magi Dog. Yep, that's a mage dog. 1700, 1004 stars, light spellcaster. If this card's set to graveyard for synchro summon of a spellcaster monster, you can select and add one field spell from your graveyard to your hand. At this point in the game, field spells probably aren't as valuable now, right? Like, they're still pretty solid, but like, you're probably not really running field spells at this point in the game. It has 3 cards. Wow. That's not very good. I mean, 1700's still not bad, but I mean, if you're running spellcasters, you're probably running more viable spellcasters than Magi Dog. Because again, I don't know if field spells are valuable at this point in the game. Lina, the Light Charmer. So we finally get a new Charmer. Necro Valley, yeah. A new Charmer. 500, 1500 3 stars light spellcaster. Flip. Take control of one light monster your opponent controls while this card is face up on the field. So this could be, good, depending on what type of deck your opponent runs. But the fact that you have to have her face up on the field makes her kind of hard to use. So, because it's a flip effect, and flip effects are kind of not super great anymore, I feel like she's not going to get used, like, at all. Unfortunately. Also, I think Win and Area are, you know, the better looking ones, too. What a giraffe. Scary giraffe. You know, it's funny that we don't have, like, giraffe-type enemies in games as much. 1200, 100, 4 stars light thunder. This card can attack directly. Scary. If this card deflects spell damage and your opponent by a direct attack, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects that help end this turn. Scary. Too bad thunder is, like, not really a good archetype to go with. However, it is a light monster, so you might get more use out of him in a light deck. You might actually get use out of this guy in light deck, which is kind of scary. Again, 1200 attack, not very much, but you know, you can always boost this attack. What a fox. Oh, what is a hype? I see. 800, 100, 2 stars, light thunder. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, your opponent cannot special summon the monster, activate spell trap effect. So monster card effect. God, dude. That's kind of disgusting. That just shuts down everything that turn. What a woodpecker. 1103 stars, light thunder. This card can attack twice during each battle phase. Any monster that battles with this card cannot change its battle position. I mean, if you're able to boost its attack, that could be kind of scary. You almost make that sit in your light deck. I mean, it has some very good effects. It really does. It's just low stats makes it kind of hard to use. And, you know, it's mostly just with low stats. And thunder. Because who uses thunder? Nobody uses thunder. They are kind of bad. Its their effects are good. Oh boy, it's a Kawaki. Sandman. 1900, 1204 stars rock. Yada yada. When your opponent activates the trap effect, trap card, you can tribute this card to negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. I'm still not sold, guys. I'm not sold on Kawaki. I'm not. I'm not sold on him. I mean, he's still decent for, you know, the rock deck. But, like, I'm not sold on Kawaki's. Thunder Dragon got support? Why Thunder Dragon? Of all the guys, why Thunder Dragon? Thunder Dragon is so ancient. Memory Crust King. It's just a brain with a horn. A demon brain. 2000 zero defense. 5 stars start fiend. When this card inflicts battle damage in your opponent's by direct attack, remove from play all synchro monsters in your opponent's graveyard and inflict 1000 damage in your opponent for each monster removed. Ew. I mean, how many synchro monsters can you have? Like, synchro monsters are in a extra deck, right? Or are synchro monsters like a main deck? I don't remember where synchro monsters go. 5? Well, I mean, yeah, on the field, I mean, in your, like, in home, 15 extra, okay. So, I mean, I would assume, like, this could be decent in that case. This could be very decent in that case. I mean, you do have to do direct attack. Yeah, you can have 6 because they have, like, an extra monster slot, which is weird. I don't know what the point of that is, but, like, okay. Delta try. Is that another Gradius monsters? 1204 stars Machine Light. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, activate one of these effects. Target one appropriate Union monster in your graveyard, equip that target to this card. Target one face-up light monster you control. Summon that target who deck and draw 1 card. Why can they... Konami! Why can you make the Gradius stuff so bad? They really hate their Gradius for some reason. And I don't know why. You would think they would make, like, their own flagship stuff better. But, like, every single Gradius-related card has been awful. Trigon. That's a lot. Hex. 517 stars. Fire Dragon. Big enemy sip are 2 different archetypes. Weird. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can equip this card to a machine type monster you control as an equip. So it's a union. Oh, it is a union. Okay, while equipped to a monster effect is effect if the equipped monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, select a specimen 1 level 4 lower light machine monster from your graveyard. Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize there was Solar Flare Dragon. Thunder Dragon? Let's look at this Thunder Dragon Titan. Oh. So they actually... See, I like this. I like the fact that they're taking, like, the ancient, like, set 1, set 2 monsters and actually breathing new life into them. They're actually giving you a reason to use those ancient stuff. I like that. I like that they're going back and making new stuff with the, like, starting stuff. One Thunder monster from your hand and 1 Thunder fusion. Wow. So you got 2 different ways of doing this. 1 Thunder monster's effect. Wow. That's actually good. That's actually very good. I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed. It made Thunder Dragon, pretty sick. And it gave Thunder a big boost. Hestugo Irat Newman. Is that a hurdle? Is that just a hurdle? 0 attack, 1800 defense, 1 stars, water aqua. Now your player can special summon monsters with 1800 more attack. Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you know, monsters with less than 1800 attack aren't, you know, used. Like, even when this came out, like, that's still not gonna be good enough. Like, that's just not gonna be good enough to stop the opponent. Like, it's not bad to fact, but, like, it's not good enough. Yeah, it's a worse person. Roland Hogan. Oh, it's bad PCG. 102,000 2 stars water aqua. Cannot be used as single material. This card's name becomes Just Frog while on the field. If this card's in your graveyard, you can banish 1 frog monster from your graveyard. Special summon this card. Frogs! 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 That's pretty dumb. Barryman AAA. 004 stars Light Thunder. A lot of Light Thunders in this set. When this card is normal summon flip face up, you can special summon 1 Barryman AAA from your hand or graveyard. Meh. Not really worth it. Not really worth it at all. Barryman Fuel Cell. 2100 0 defense, 6 stars Thunder Light. If you control 2 or more face-up Barryman monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can tribute 1 Barryman monster, except this card to select 1 card your opponent control, and return it to its owner's hand. Garbage. 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 T-Mouse. Scrapping Barryman to make despots? Yeah. 101 stars Earth Beast Tuner. When this card is destroyed with Malice sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 level 3 or lower beast type monster from your deck to your hand. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I approve of this one. Ally of Justice Core Destroyer. 1200 203 stars Dark Machine. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a light monster, destroys that monster. Okay, it's an anti-light monster. In fact, it's like very low attack. Very low attack. Hunter of Black Feathers. 1701,000 4 stars Light Beast Warrior. While your opponent controls 2 or more face-up monsters, all at the same type, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard and select and destroy 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. I see. So this is like if they use all Black Wings, all Kawaki, all Reptilian, you know, that kind of stuff. This is an anti-name deck. I'm assuming. No, that's name. Maybe I'm thinking of something weird. That is a lot of text. I see. It would destroy the monster first. Yeah. Height. I'm assuming that's like the element, right? Unless height means something completely different. I know it was like, you know, like Blackwing or stuff like that, but I don't think that's a height. That's an archetype. Herald of Perfection. Height is okay. 1800, 2800, 6 stars, Fairy Ritual Light. Biblically accurate angel. Did you know that Iris didn't know what a biblically accurate angel looked like? She didn't know at all. You can ritual summon this card with God of the Herald. When your opponent activates a spell trap card or monster effect, you can summon one fairy monster from your hand to the graveyard. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So, it just negates stuff. It just constantly negates things. That does seem pretty good. And it's a fairy, so it gets the buffs from fairy-related, stuff. And it's light. That's very scary. And where struts are dead. Wow. Blackwing Dragon. That's a bird. That's a bird. Guys, that's a bird. That's not a dragon, that's a bird. 2800, 1600, 8 stars, Dragon Synchro Dark. If you want 8 damage from a card effect, place 1 black feather counter on this card instead. This card loses 700 after each black feather counter on it. Once per turn, you can remove all black feather counters from this card and target one basic monster your opponent controls. That target loses 700 after each black feather counter removed, and if it does, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack lost by this effect. This card sucks. Why would you want to reduce your attack by 700? That's awful. It is a bird dragon. I hate it. Chaos King Archfiend. 2600, 2600, 7 stars, Dark Fiend Synchro. 1 Fiend Hooner and 1 or more non-Hooners. It's way too slow, yeah. When this card declares an attack, you can switch the current attack defense of all basic monsters your opponent controls until the end of the game. Oh god. Oh. Oh damn. That's so welcome his Shield and Sword, the monster card. I mean, here's the thing. If you're using this and you have like very meteor crush effects, that can make it pretty disgusting, give or take. That could make it pretty disgusting. Yeah, it's not as good. There's way better synchros. There are. But you know, that's not bad. Infernity Doom Dragon. That's a goofy looking dragon. 3000, 2400, 8 stars, Dark Dragon Synchro. 1 Dark Hooner plus 1 or more non-Hooner. Once per turn, if you have no cards in your hand, you can select 1 monster your opponent controls. Destroy that monster and inflict damage to your opponent equal to half its attack. This card cannot act during the same turn you activate this effect. It's a 1-turn kill? Yeah. This could be pretty disgusting. This could be very disgusting, honestly. The problem is, you gotta have no cards in your hand. And that's always a bad situation to be in, regardless. Yeah, it's a combo enter for 1-turn kill, yeah. Bro. You just boost your... You give your opponent's monster a bunch of attack while this guy's on the field, and then you just nuke that guy. You just nuke him, and boom! Lots of damage right there. You just nuke him. I see some strategy there. Splendid Rose. Yep, it's a lady. 22,006 stars Wind Plant Synchro. Once per turn, you can banish one plant monster from your graveyard, but target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Have that target's attack until the end of this turn. During the battle phase of this card's attack, you can banish one plant monster from your graveyard. Have this card's attack until the end of this turn, and if you do, this card can make a second attack during this battle phase. I'm not really sold on this. I'm not super sold on this monster at all. It seems kind of bad. Oh, Chaos. Oh my. Oh my. Hello. 2,500, 1,808 stars, Light Fairy, Synchro. One Light Tuner plus 2 or more non-tuner Dark monsters. Once per turn, you can send one Light monster from your hand to your graveyard, but target one level 5 or higher Dark monster in your graveyard. Special summon that monster, but it cannot be used as a Synchro material. So you have to do a Light-Dark mix. And I feel like that seems like a bad idea. Well, I say it's a bad idea, but you know, like Chaos, Dragon, Chaos Sorcerer, Blackluster, Soldier, you know, those, yeah. It's basically just, you run a light dark for those guys. Chaos Magician always sucked a fight. That guy was annoying. And this lets you get that for free, which is, scary. Black-Winged Strafe. Oh god, second dragons are light. Oh god. Send one Black-Winged monster from your hand to the graveyard. Select one defense monster your opponent controls. Send that monster to the graveyard. I mean, that doesn't really seem worth it. I'll be honest, that doesn't seem worth it at all. It seems kinda lame. Cards for Black Feathers. Right, Decky put Brave spell, yeah. Banish one Black-Winged monster from your hand. Draw 2 cards. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this card. You can only activate 1 card for Black Feathers per turn. I mean, that doesn't seem terrible. I can see use for this in a Black-Winged deck. I mean, it's bad, yeah, but like, you would do this during, like, main phase 2. Like, main phase 2 is when you would use this, not main phase 1. Yeah, because what I'm talking about, like, main phase 2, yeah, you do this after synchro. Like, it's not terrible. It's not a terrible card by any means. Zero Max. Activate only if you have no cards in your hand. Select one Infernity monster in your graveyard. Special summon it and destroy all face-up monsters of field with at lower than the special summon monster's attack. You cannot conduct your battle phase during the same turn you activate this card. I mean, Infernity doesn't seem super great. It doesn't seem that great in all honesty. So I'm not sold on this Zero Max. Infernity Launcher. Oh, it's limited if it's ECG. Once per turn, you can select one Infernity monster. Different art it looks like. From your hand, you can send one Infernity monster from your hand to the graveyard. You can send the face-up card from the Spell Trap Zone to the graveyard, and target up 2 Infernity monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them. You must have no cards in your hand, okay. ECG is us. Okay. I didn't know which one it was, OCG or ECG. I don't know what the difference is, really. Like, what's the difference between OCG and ECG? But yeah, I really don't know how good Eternity actually is. I really don't. Different ban list? Into the void. Muhahaha. Muhahaha. Get the fruit. If you have 3 or more cards in your hand, draw 1 card. And if you do, during the end phase of this turn, discard your entire hand. Muhaha. Into the void. I like that. OCG's Japanese, they are 6 months ahead of... I see. I get you now. This card kind of is not... Like, it says it's limit... Oh. Is it because there's, like, some kind of weird shenanigans you could do with this? Like, there's some kind of weird combo you could do with this by discarding your hand. I bet. And that's why it's limited to ECG. I wonder what the combo is with that. Infinity, Eternity, yeah. Intercept way. Yeah. All synchro monsters on the field are changed to defense. Again, return all face-up synchro monsters to the extra deck during the end phase. I mean, that's not bad, like, emergency card. That could be kinda useful, but I don't know if that's worth, putting in your deck. In your main deck. I don't know, considering how many synchro monsters that there are. Plus, you know, I'm pretty sure you can get them back out very easily anyway, so I don't know if that's actually good. Pyramid of Wonder. Yeah, it's a side deck panic button. All zombie monsters you control gain 200 after each monster your opponent control. If exactly 1 zombie monster you control and no other cards would be destroyed, you can send this card to graveyard instead. I mean... I don't know about this. I mean, yeah, it gives you, a big boost against your opponent. Yeah, it's only 1,000. Which, I mean, that's not a small boost, but at the same time, like, I don't know if this is actually super valuable. A fountain in the sky. Yeah, Skull Lord don't need it at all. When the light monster is destroyed by battle sent into the graveyard, you can banish that monster, gain life points equal to its half. Nah, I don't think we really need this. Although this could be used with back reaction emoji shenanigans. If you wanted to try back reaction emoji. But I mean, you're putting your deck based around 1 trap card, which you only get 3 copies of. So that's not really worth it. It would kill you, yes. Dragon Laser. Send 1 Trigon equipped to face up dealt a try you control graveyard and destroy all monsters your opponent controls. I mean, not really that great. I mean, yeah, it's an old nuke, but you gotta run Trigon and Delta Tri, and I don't think that's really worth it. There's one that reflects burn. There is, yes. There's a barrel behind the door. Barrel behind the door, reflects it. Lock Cube. Equip only a bunker hype monster. It gains 100 after each bunker hype monster in your graveyard. You can send this face-up card from the field graveyard. Have 1 face-up bunker hype monster you control gain 1,000 at half. Okay. Yeah, wave motion cannon is faster. I ran that back in my old days. This could be pretty decent for a Thunder deck. It's not terrible. It could be okay. But it's not like the best thing ever. Electromagnetic Shield. It's very... yeah, it's meh. Number 3 lower defense persistent Thunder type monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Destroy this card if you control face of a hack monster. Okay. So, it makes them immortal while they're in defense. I mean... At this point in the game, who's running Thunder? Let's be real. Warm Call. Yeah, Black Rose... Yeah, I remember that. Once per turn, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monster, you can special summon one reptile-type worm monster from your hand in face Scout defense. Meh. That seems kind of bad. Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier. Reveal 3 Ice Barrier monsters with different names in your hand and target one card your opponent controls. Destroy that target, and if you do, special summon one Ice Barrier monster from your hand. This seems to not be that great. Like, I don't even remember that many Ice Barrier stuff. Like, that seems awful. Kawaki! Meiru, Initialize. Tribute one Kawaki monster and one Iron Core from your deck or graveyard in your hand. Why? Ice Barrier do get better? Why? I don't like the Kawakis. I just don't. Like, this is nice for them, don't get me wrong, but like, You know, Dawn of the Herald. This card's use a ritual summon that guy. Again, you gotta do all of that. When Herald forgets in this ritual summon by this card's effect, you banish this card from your graveyard. Target one of the monsters in your graveyard. That was tribute him with that ritual summon. Okay. Okay. It's okay. Silent Graveyard as for Wind Graveyard. Discard one card. If that's got activated graveyard this turn or negate it. Yeah, I don't see how, you know, they're anti-meta at all. I mean, I don't know if this card is worth it, really. It might be, but like, it doesn't feel like it's really that worth it to run this card. In all honesty. Lead Sync the Light. Select one face-up light monster your opponent controls. All face-up attack monsters you control gain an act equal to the attack of a selected monster until the end phase. That is absolutely terrifying. That is an absolutely terrifying card. Why would you never run this? Like, you don't even need equip cards with this card. Like, this just takes care of... Oh, this is your opponent controls. I mean, to be fair, light is such a rampant attribute that, like, you know, you might as well use this because you're probably going to run into a light monster at some point. Corridor of Agony. Monsters that were special summoned for the main deck cannot activate their effects. Their effects are negated, they cannot declare an attack as long as they remain on the field. Yeah, I know Dark's still more rampant. For some reason, I really love Dark. For some reason. This is kind of scary. This could be kind of really scary. This could be very, very valuable. Alright, I will be right back, y'all. I need to go check out Pokenomics, so BRB. I like how apparently I'm talking loud enough that people are hearing me all the way upstairs. Am I really talking that loud, guys? Am I really talking that loud? Alright, give me just a second. 1 second, let me go check a couple things. It's always weird, because, like, people are always saying I'm talking very loud, and I'm like, how? How's am I talking loud? There is no Nimmy today, so I don't have to worry about, you know, trying to, catch Nimmy live. So apparently, people are talking about how, like, PSN now has, like, 30-day validation timer. I don't know how true that actually is. I don't know how true that really is at all. The wool might be thin. I mean, yeah, the walls are kind of thin. Just a little bit. Alright. Power frame. When a face-up monster you control is target him for an attack, when a monster with a higher attack, target the attack target, negate that attack, and if you equip this card to that target. The equipped monster gains attack equal to the difference between its attack and the... Yeah. That's not an attack. So basically you just get like, you get like a power boost between the hacker and the hacky. Okay. I mean, that's not terrible. That seems pretty good. It seems pretty good. Who's messaging? What is messaging? I don't know how Nimmy keeps coming up with sorts. I really don't. She keeps coming up with sorts all the time, and I'm just like, bruh, I have, like, no idea how people do that, like, all the time. I don't. Blackwing, backlash. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack while you have 5 or more Blackwing monsters in your graveyard, destroy all monsters your opponent can control. That's really damn good. That is a super good card for Blackwings. What the hell? You know how easy it is to get 5 or more Blackwings in your graveyard? Yeah, I know you who like sorts more than videos. I understand that, but like, I don't know how... Here's the thing. I tried to do sorts, but I don't know what to really do for sort content. Like, I think most of what Nimmy does is probably from her own streams, I'm assuming. I think. I don't know, I don't really watch the sorts very much. But I feel like the sorts are usually from streams. More so than not. And like, sure, I could probably do that for my own streams, but here's the thing. I feel like the things that happen in my streams aren't really sort-worthy. Like, the last time I did, I was doing, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, think about that. When I was doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the last time I thought there was, like, sort-worthy stuff. That's not very good. And here's the other thing. The way I do sorts, I don't know how to set up the sort format, because I just take the clip, and it's not even like, it doesn't fill up the hierarchical screen. That's the thing. I don't know how they do that. Well, I know how they do it, but like, I don't know how they make it, you know, not terrible looking. You know what I'm saying? Blackwing Bombardment. Tribute 1 Blackwing monster, select 1 face-up synchro monster you control. That synchro monster gains attack equal to contribute him monster's attack until the end phase. I mean, that has uses, but I don't know if I would want to use this. It could be good in a Blackwing deck, maybe. Black Thunder. Most people have sorts horribly cropped. Is that someone on the YouTube? Activate only when a Blackwing monster you control is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard. Inflict 400 damage and your opponent for each card your opponent control. That's actually scary. That is a scary card. Because if they have 5 magic trap and 5 monsters, that's 4,000 damage right there. That's 4,000 damage. Unless it's monster, but I don't think it's just monster. That sounds like it would be good to have in a Blackwing deck as well. Guard Mine. Activate only when a card is activated with an effect that will target and destroy 1 monster you control. Negate the effect to destroy that card and inflict 500 damage to your opponent. The field? Oh god, if you add the field spell out, then that's 5,000 damage and higher. in its entirety. Ew. That's really disgusting. This card doesn't seem that great, honestly, I feel. Infernity Reflector. Activate only by discarding all the cards in your hand when an Infernity monster you control is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard. Select and special summon that monster from your graveyard and inflict 1,000 damage on your opponent. Yes, you're gonna take 1,000 damage. That doesn't seem that great to me, honestly. Infernity Break. If you have no cards in your hand, target one Infernity card in your graveyard and one card your opponent controls. Banish the first target, and if you do, destroy the second target. This seems not really worth it, Yugi boy. Damage Gate. When you take battle damage, target one monster in your graveyard with attack less than or equal to the amount of damage you took. Special summon that target. I can see if this happened use. Is it useful? I don't know. But I can see if this happened use. Yeah, it's just okay. Infernity Inferno. Discard up to 2 cards and send the same number of Infernity cards from your deck to the graveyard. I don't know about this one at all. Not 100% sure, because I can't see what Infernities are, you know, gonna be like in actuality. So far, I'm not sold on them. Phantom Hand. Is that you, Cosma? Once per turn, if you control a face-up Infernity monster, you can remove from all play all cards in your hand face down until your next standby phase. I see. I see. You want this, so you have. That's like Yagami is like. I see. This is a neat way of working with the Infernity gimmick. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Why would it be a trap card though and not a magic card? Weird. Assault Spirits. After activation, treat this card as an equip card and equip it to a monster you control. Once per turn, during the equipped monster's attack, you can send one monster with 1,000 less attack from your hand to the graveyard during the damage step and have the equipped monster gain the attack of the sent monster until the end phase. Doesn't really seem that great. I'll be honest. Blossom Bombardment. When a plant-type monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage on your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack in the graveyard. I don't know if you really do. In all honesty. Probably not. This could have some use, honestly. This could honestly have some pretty good use in a plant deck. That's a side deck card, I think. It could be useful. Mortronics Scramble. Activate only when your opponent declares a direct attack while you control no monsters. Negate that attack and special summon one more. Moving on. Power Break. Activate only while you control a face-up Powerful Dragon. Wow, a Powerful Dragon, amazing. Select up to 3 equipped cards on your side field and or in your graveyard and return them to the deck. And inflict 500 damage on your opponent for each card return. I see Acts of Despair, United We Stand, and I don't know what the other 2 are. Useless. Kawaki Meiru Seal. Activate only when your opponent's monster declares an attack if you have 2 or more Kawaki Iron Core in your graveyard. Destroy all face-up attack monsters your opponent controls. I mean, I guess, but at the same time, yuck, Kawaki, crevice into a different dimension. Declare 1 attribute and select a whole of 2 monsters with that attribute from the graveyards. Remove those monsters from play. It doesn't really seem that great. That honestly seems bad. You have better cards for removing stuff from the graveyard. This is not that good. Synchro Injection. Select 1 face Gremaju. Yeah, it's bad and slow. Select 1 face-up synchro monster your opponent controls and remove it from play. Then your opponent draws 1 card. I don't know. Like, I think you have better ways of dealing with synchro monsters than this, so yeah, I don't know about that one. That doesn't seem that great. Chaos Trap Hole. When a light or dark monster would be summoned, pay 2,000 life points to get the summon of a light and dark monster. And if you do, banish it. Okay. I mean, 2,000 life points is a lot of life points, so... And why not just use, you know, why not just use, like, Boundless Trapple or stuff like that? Like, I don't know. 2,000 life points is a very steep cost, I feel. I mean, if you have nothing else, I guess, but, like, in Speed Duel, that's like half your life points. XX Saber Dark Soul. It's Buff Cali. 103 stars Earth Beast. That's a beast. Once per turn, during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there from your field this turn, you can add 1 cross-saber monster from your deck to your hand. Okay. I guess. I mean, that could be good. It got nerfed. What? Spell speed. Kawaki Meiru Pro Height. 1800, 4 stars, Earth Rock. If a face-up Kawaki monster on the field would be destroyed during the end phase, you can destroy this card instead. When a face-up Kawaki monster on the field is destroyed during the end phase, you can summon 1 Kawaki Meiru token. That has... Ooh, that's scary. It's a rock, earth, level 4, 1800. That could be very scary. And this doesn't actually need to follow the Kawaki gimmick. That's pretty scary. Not a bad card for Kawakis. Snippus. What? What the hell am I looking at? What is that thing? 101 stars Earth Beast Hunter. Once per turn, you contribute 1 plant type monsters selected destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls. When a plant type monster on the field is destroyed while this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card from the graveyard. If you do, remove this card from play when it is removed from the field. You got to run this in a plant deck, and I'm not a big fan of that. Sacred Dark Soul. During the end phase, if this card was sent from your field, from your side of the field, in your graveyard this turn, man, they changed it like twice. The trap has less cards that can be countered. Ah, I see. I gotcha. Who Uranus just fixed this damn card? Two of them. Give me a second. What is happening over here? It's an interesting card, yes. Nimble Sun Fist. 1,102 stars Water Fist. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to graveyard, send one Fist type monster from your graveyard. Then you can summon one Nimble Sun Fist from your deck. This could have some interesting effects. Mongo! I can see this having some kind of interesting effect. What kind of effect? I don't remember. But you could probably do something with this effect. Ox of Puma. It's a Goog. 1,501,000 6 stars Earth Beast Warrior. This card cannot be normal summon or set. This card can only be special summoned by removing or playing 2 Beast Warrior hypes in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can discard 1 Beast Warrior monster to activate one of the following effects. Double this card's attack until the end phase, or this card can attack your opponent directly this turn. Is this card worth it? Is it worth it? I don't think it's really that great. I'll be honest. I don't think this is honestly that great. I mean, making it a 3,000, like, double attack is not bad, but, like, you can probably do some shenanigans with this guy. You probably can. But as he is right now, I don't know if he's actually worth putting in a Beast Warrior deck. He might be. Saberbolt. Each face-up cross-saber monster on field gains 100 attack times its level and loses 100 defense times its level. Did they change the continuous icon? Because that looks like it's supposed to be like a, not continuous. Cooler scope will get a quick sync. Yeah, I guess so. That just does not be a continuous icon. Did they change the icon? Oh, it's a field. Oh, duh. Sino, come on. Come on, Sino. I don't know, that might be good for, cross sabers, maybe. I cannot read. Core Overclock. All face-up Kawaki monsters you control gain 500 attack. Once per turn during your main phase, you can discard 1 Iron Core and have all face-up Kawaki monsters you control gain 1,000 attack until the end phase. Yikes. Okay, so... I mean, 500 attack's not nothing to sneeze at for Kawakis. Especially when most of them is like 1,800, 1,900 attack. Is it gonna get used that often? I don't know. That's not optimal. I mean, I'm still not sold on Kawaki's, though. I'm not sold on them. Wave Motion Inferno. While you have no cards in your hand, face up with permanent monsters you control game 400 attack and defend. You can send this face up card from field to graveyard. Send all cards from your hand to graveyard. Oh, once per turn. Wait. That's once per turn. What are you talking about? It is once per turn. It says once per turn during your main phase. Who can't read, hate? Infinite Heat Barrier. When your opponent activates a spell trap. Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. When your opponent activates a spell trap card or monster effect, while you control a face-up Infinity monster and have no cards in your hand, the game activates and then if you do, destroy that card. Meh. That just sounds that great, honestly. Genet's Controller. Machine Tuner. 1400, 1200 free stars dark. That's just a head. It's just a normal monster. Okay. Sir, I like how they have the normal sub-height. Genet's Undine. 1200, 600 free stars water aqua. It was good for that deck. I mean, it is a free star. It's a pretty solid normal monster. Undine. When this card's normal summon, you have to summon one more monster from your graveyard. Add one Genet's Controller from your deck in your hand. Oh. I mean, that's pretty good. Frog Loop. Oh god, it is good for the frog deck, isn't it? Oh god. Hype themed. Ah. Genet Searcher. 6,404 stars Earth Machine. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to graveyard, you can special summon one Genet's monster with 1,500 or less attack from deck and face up attack. It seems like they really want to work with each other too. I mean, Genet's Controller just works for anything. Cross Saber Palomuro. It's a snake. 200, 301 star Earth Reptile Tuner. When another Saber monster you control is destroyed by battle, is sent to the graveyard. While this card's in your graveyard, you can pay 500 life points to summon this card. I mean, I guess. Super Junai Kyaku! That's all I hear is Ken. I've got some Falcon, Soryuken, Hadouken, Sinuryuken, Cross Saber Pasul. 102 stars Earth Warrior Tuner. Dude, Ken's freaking kits are annoying, dude. Because they're so hard to tell when they're gonna happen. They're so... It's funny because you wouldn't think they'd be a problem. But they're so slow that it just throws you off. Cannot be destroyed with battle. Once per turn during your opponent's standby phase, you take 1,000 damage. This card must be a face-up defense and activate and resolve this effect. It just seems very good. You want to basically get them out there and then use them immediately. Hydro Genets. 2300, 1800, 6 stars Water Machine Synchro. A Genet's Controller and one or more non-tuner water monsters. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, gain life points equal to the attack of the destroyed monster. Okay. That's not too terrible. That's not too terrible at all, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you were doing okay with Elena, but like, I feel like Necro is your best. I do feel like Necro is your best character. And I have Justice Light Gazer! 2400, 1608 stars, Dark Machine Synchro. This card gains 200 after each light monster in your opponent's graveyard. Defense card that you can wait turn to find your piece. Yeah, that's what that was. Elena is hard to use. I mean, Melt, he uses her pretty good. For the most part, but like, I find her kind of hard to use too. Then again, I'm Akuma. Akuma don't do Elena stuff. Then it's Neutron. 1800, 1200, 4 stars, Light Machine. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was normal summoned this turn, you can add one machine-type monster from your deck to your hand. That's very good. Melt, he laughed out Elena? Probably, more than likely. More than likely. I mean, to be fair too, I just suck dealing with Elena. Like, I can't deal with her high-lows, because I can't tell what's high or low with her half the time. Her hats are all very similar looking. This is a great card. This is an amazing card for machines. I would highly recommend this card. Just guess. Good luck with that. Again, it's really hard to tell what the heck she's doing. This card's great. Infinity Destroyer. 2300, 1006 stars, Dark Beam. They don't really have synchros? When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflicts 1600 damage on your opponent. You must have no cards in your hand to activate it and resolve its effect. Yikes! That can be very scary. That can be very scary, depending on how you handle an Infernity. I like how my big head keeps getting in the way of the card. Yeah, you don't have to run synchros in general. You don't really have to. Kawaki Meilu Bergsak. 2,204 stars, Earth Warrior. During each of your end phase, destroy this card unless you send one Iron Core from your hand to the graveyard or reveal one Warrior type. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it can act once again in a row. This would be amazing in a Warrior deck. This is an amazing Warrior type monster if you keep a Warrior in your hand at all times. This is just good. Like, you just get like double axe. That's pretty good. Yeah, it would be good in an Exet Saber deck too. Like, it's just a very good monster. And with that, that is Designing Darkness. Designing Darkness. And we have finished Series 6. I don't know if I want to dive into the next one or not. I mean, it's only been an hour and a half, but you know. Next one would be Duelist Revolution. Let's take a quick peek. Orange Bean. Okay. I'm not recognizing any special hype. Scrap is a new hype. There's the Watt. Naturia's hype. Amazonas are here. I say Amazonas. Okay. Lots of Amazonas. You know what? I think we're gonna hit this set up now. Let's do this now and get out of the way, shall we? Scrap art speed. 2700, 1800, 7 stars, Earth Beam. Wow, it doesn't even have any effect. It's just a beefcake, that's all it is. That's a little disappointing, not gonna lie. Earthquake, giant. 1600, 2100, 5 stars, Earth Rock. Once per turn, with the battle position of this card's chain, you can select one monster your opponent controls and change its battle position. Meh, not really that great, in all honesty. Effective failure. It's a twink! It's not a twink, that's a lady, isn't it? 00... I see alternate art. Yeah, there's alternate art. 001 star light spellcaster tuner. During your opponent's main phase, you can select this card from your hand to the graveyard. And target one effective monster your opponent controls. Negate the effects of that face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of this turn. I have to see this in play to see how it's how useful it is. I can see how it could be useful, but I don't know. I have to see it in play to see how good it is. Gas Warrior. 600, 1203 stars, Wind Warrior. If this card hacks against 1200 attack during the damage step only, you run one of those. I guess it would be good to run one of them, yeah. This... it becomes to 1800 whenever you attack with it. I'm not sold on this guy. Not sold on him. Damage Ear. 100, 800, 2 stars, Dark Beam. During your opponent's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that will inflict damage, you can remove from play this card in your graveyard and change the effect so it increases life points by the same amount instead. I mean, Gas Warrior is pretty solid, but at the same time, like, it's when he attacks, which, I mean, I don't know, you know? I don't know. I mean, he's good for Synchro, because he's 3 stars. This guy, yeah, it is a solid warrior card to slot in as a filler. AD Changer. 100, 101 star light warrior. You can balance this card from your graveyard and target one monster off the field. Change its battle position. I don't think this is really worth running, honestly. I don't think it's really worth running, in my opinion. Stronghold Guardian. 1500. Is that Castle of Dark Illusions? 4 stars Earth Warrior. If a defense monster you control is attacked, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard during the damage step. Have your attack monster gain 1500 defense until the end phase. Ooh, damn. That's actually a lot of defense. That's not bad if you're running a defense deck. That's pretty solid. But ultimately, who's going to be running this? Playful Possum. 800, 600, 2 stars, Earth Beast. During your main phase, you can destroy this face-up card on the field. Give me just a second. We'll switch from the Ken theme. You can destroy this face-up card on the field. Your opponent must control a monster with a higher attack than this card when you activate and resolve this effect. During your standby phase, if this card was destroyed by this effect, you can summon this card from the graveyard. Source. Why would you want to do this? What's the point of this effect? What's the point of this effect? Probably activate, send a graveyard effects more than likely. That's all I can think of. Egotistical 8. 1205 stars, Earth Beast Hooner. This card cannot be normal summon or set. This card can only be special summoned by sending one beast monster from your hand to the graveyard. When this card is special summoned this way, you can activate one of these effects. Increase the level of this card by the level of the beast monster, or decrease the level of this card by the level of the beast monster. So you're manipulating this card for, hooning, for synchro. Honestly, that's not bad. That's pretty damn good, I feel. Maybe. Yeah, I think this is pretty okay. I think, maybe. Unicorn the Familiar. Yeah, I was like, At the same time, you have to use, him on the field as synchro summon, right? So that basically acts like a double, monster on the field. So that is pretty good in that regard. 1000 2 stars Light Beast Hooner. When this face-up defense card is selected as an attack target, you can remove from play one monster you control under this card and remove this card from play. The attacking monster must attack. During your next standby phase, if this card was removed from play by this effect, this card returns to the field. Yeah, help her out at 8 star, yeah. This could be used to, do some nasty stuff. This could be used for some nasty shenanigans. But at the same time, I don't know if this is actually worth running. Monoceros. 1003 stars Light Beast. It cannot be normal summon or set. It can only be special summoned by removing or playing one spell from your hand. When the synchro summon uses this card and a beast type Hooner as the synchro material, you can select one beast monster Hooner monster used for the synchro summon. Okay. Okay, that's not bad, honestly. And lets you get, a Hooner monster back, which isn't bad. So you can do more synchro summons. That's solid. Different dimension Unicorn Knight. 904 stars Light Warrior. Cannot be normal summon or set. This card can only be special summoned if your opponent controls a monster and you control a face-up Hooner. When this card is special summoned this way, you can select one of your removed by playing level 3 or lower non-Hooner monsters and special summon it. Its effects are negated. You cannot normal summon a set turn you special summon this card. Ah, sorry. I keep hitting my mic on accident. I mean, it is an 1800 special summon. That's not bad. It could be, well, yeah, it could have uses. It could be very good, honestly, maybe. We'll have to see it in play to see what it does. How well it does. Uniberg. 602 stars Winged Beast. You can remove from play this face-up card, and one face-up monster you control, and select one synchro monster in your graveyard with a level less than or equal to the combined original levels of the other two monsters. Special summon that synchro monster. You'd have to do some kind of shenanigans with this to get the good stuff, I feel. I feel, anyways. I just see there being some good use for that, but at the same time, I feel like, I don't know. Bicorn, Rame, 800, 1600, 4 stars, Dark Beast. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material monster for a synchro summon, send the top 2 cards from your opponent's deck to the graveyard. There's probably some kind of loot shenanigans you can do with this guy. Probably. Otherwise, not really that great. Mind Mole! 1,012 stars Earth Beast. The first time this card would be destroyed without each turn, it is not destroyed. If this card is sent to the graveyard for the synchro summon of a beast monster, draw 1 card. If this face-up card you control leaves the field by your opponent's card effect, banish it. This could be useful, maybe. It could be useful. Trident Warrior. 800, 1200, 4 stars Light Warrior. When this card's normal summon, you can special summon 1 level 3 monster from your hand. That is a damn good card. That is an amazing card for Warriors and Light. That is really, really good. Gelt of the Liar. 1500, 900 3 stars Wind Dragon Tuner. Once per turn, you can select 1 other face-up monster you control and increase its level by 1. Oh. Okay. That is, that could be very, very useful, honestly. That could be very useful. That's not bad at all. Rhino Horus. 1800, 600, 4 stars. Fire Beast Warrior. If 2 or more of your opponent's monsters are destroyed by battle with your monsters during the same battle phase, this card can make a second attack during that battle phase. That's kinda good, honestly. It's not bad at all. Hypnocorn. Goofy looking. 1400, 600, 4 stars Dark Beast. Is a 1-turn kill bait? It is. When this card's normal summon, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no other monsters, you can target 1 set spell trap on the field and destroy it. It doesn't seem that good. Scrap Chimera. 1700, 500, 4 stars Earth Beast. Cannot be used as synchro material except for a scrap monster. And all other materials must be scrap guide. That's probably going to be the gimmick of the scrap type. When this card's normal summon, you can target 1 scrap tuner in your graveyard and summon that target. Okay. Seems good so far. Scrap Goblin. 0500 3 stars Earth Beast Warrior Tuner. Cannot be destroyed by battle. At the end of the battle phase, if the face-up defense card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card. If this card is destroyed by the effect of a scrap card to send to the graveyard, you can target 1 scrap monster in your graveyard, except Scrap Goblin, and add that target in your hand. Seems pretty decent. Seems pretty decent. Scrap Beast. 1600, 1300, 4 stars Beast Tuner. If this face-up defense card is targeted for an attack at the end of the battle phase, destroy this card. If this card is destroyed by the effect of a scrap card to send to the grave. Oh. I see. You want them to face up defense so that they're, so that their, effects fire off. I see. They're basically cycling themselves. Scrap Hunter. 1600, 3 stars Earth Machine. Once per turn, you can select one face-up scrap monster you control and set this card. Destroy it and send one tuner monster from your deck to the graveyard. Yeah, they're doing the whole graveyard bit with the scraps. Scrap Golem. It's so you can get the synchro out. I don't know if this is really a good archetype at the moment. 2300, 1400, 5 stars Earth Rock. Rock. Once per turn, you can target one level 4 or lower scrap monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target higher player's field. It's okay. What better? 102 stars Light Thunder Tuner. When this card inflicts battle damage in your opponent by a direct attack, your opponent discards one card of their choice. Yeah, they're a pack dealer archetype. Yeah, what is terrible? Watermer. 800, 102 stars Light Thunder. If this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or a card effect, your opponent cannot conduct a battle phase during their next turn. Lame. What Facet? 1,804 stars Light Thunder. This card can attack your opponent directly. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by direct attack, select one face-up monster off the field and remove it from play until the end phase of this turn. Meh. Not that great. Nocturia Mosquito. 200, 301 stars Earth Insect. While you control another face-up Nocturia monster, your opponent cannot select this card as an attack target. Your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken for battles invoked. Ooh, damn. Oh, damn. No, if Nimi played Yugioh, Nimi would use the Haypiers. She would just use only Haypiers. Just Haypiers. If that was the archetype. The Melfi? I don't know what the Melfi is. Nocturia Beans. 100, 1202 stars Earth Plan. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. When this face-up card is selected as an attack target, inflict 500 damage on your opponent. So, you can make them take 1,000 damage then. Not bad. Not bad. Naturia Bamboo Suit. That's terrifying. 2,005 stars Earth Plan. While you control this face-up card that was tribute summoned by tribute to a Naturia monster, your opponent cannot activate spell trap card. That's pretty damn good. If you're a diabetes card, RK, not the one that starts with S. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I do wonder if she would play this type of deck. This looks like it's a much later set. This might be a much later set. Interesting though. Amazonas Sage. At season, I gotcha. 1400, 704 stars Earth Warrior. At the end of the damage step, if this card attack and is still on the field, target one spell trap your opponent controls, destroy that target. Seems pretty okay. It's okay so far. Amazonas Trainee. 1500, 1304 stars Warrior. Monsters destroyed by battle with this card are placed on the bottom of the deck instead of going to the graveyard. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it gains 200 attack. Wow! She gets really, really good. She's pretty good, honestly. When did this come out year-wise? It looks like 2010. Is this Duelist Revolution? Yeah, 2010. Amazonas Queen. 2400, 1800, 6 stars, Earth Warrior. Amazonas monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh. Oh. There's your boss for the Amazonas, it seems like. Oh my. Not bad. Not cat. 1200, 1003 stars, Earth Beast. It's not your boss? Really? Oh. When this card's normal summon, you can select one level 1 beast monster in your graveyard, special summon it face up defense. Its effects are negated. I guess this is for synchro summoning purposes, I assume. Elephant. 500, 300, 2 stars, Beast Hooner. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to graveyard, you can select one of your level 3 or lower Beast Warrior or Winged Beast monsters that is removed from play and add it in your hand. It could have use, but I feel like you could probably do other things than use this guy. Synchro Fusionist. 800, 600, 2 stars, Dark Spellcaster. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro monster, synchro material, you can add one spell card from your deck in your hand with Polymerization or Fusion in the card name, except to Fusion Wave Motion. Okay, seems okay. Ambitious Gopher. Terrifying. 2400, 100, 6 stars, Dark Fiend. Once per turn, you can target up 2 monsters your opponent controls. Your opponent can reveal 1 monster in their hand and negate this card's effect. Otherwise, destroy those monsters. That looks like it could be kind of dangerous. Especially if you run with, discard with their hand all the time. Very scary. Final Psychic Ogre. 2200, 1700, 5 stars, Earth Psychic. Black. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can pay 800 life points, select one Psychic monster in your graveyard, and add it in your hand. Yeah, it needs setup. I don't care for Psychic. I don't. I feel like Psychic is a bad hype. Dragon Knight, Draco Escape. 3200, 2000, 10 stars, Wind Dragon Fusion. 1 Dragon Synchro monster, and a warrior. Must first be fusion summoned. Once per turn, you can target 1 Dragon Synchro monster in the graveyard. Banish that target. And if you do until the end phase, this card's name becomes that monster and replace this effect with that monster's original effect. While this card's in attack, your opponent takes any effect damage you would have taken with their card effects instead. This doesn't seem that great. This doesn't really seem that great. Hey G. What Hey G? Ultimate Axon Kicker. 2900, 1700, 10 stars, Light Psychic Fusion. 1 Psychic Hype Synchro monster and a Psychic monster. It can only be special summoned by Fusion summoned from an extra deck. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. During battle between this card and a defense monster, it has very Meteor Crush. And when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends to the graveyard, you gain life points equal to destroy monsters at half. Not bad, but you gotta get a Synchro monster and a Psychic type monster if you use it, which, there's a lot of setup for this guy. He is very strong, though. And it is good for a Psychic deck. Thunder Unicorn. 2200, 1800, 5 stars, Light Beast. 1 Beast Hooner and 1 or more non-Hooner. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can select what face-up monster your opponent controls, and lose this 500 after each monster you control until the end phase. During the turn this effect is activated, no other monsters can act except this turn. It's a high-tech deck that we aren't understanding. HG Archetype. What do you mean HG Archetype? I don't know what you mean by HG Archetype. Yeah, I don't understand the Psychic deck. Maybe we're just too dumb. Thunder Unicorn, it's okay. It's just okay. Preventing all your other monsters from hacking sucks, though. So I don't know if it's really that great. Full Hick, Bicorn. 2500 2,000 Superstars Light Beast Synchro. A Beast Height and 1 or more non-Hooner. This card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect or battle. Both players set up separate cards of their deck with the graveyard. Ooh. That's pretty good if you're running a mill deck on your opponent. Ooh, that could be very dangerous. Skull Lord support? Yeah. Lightning Tricorn. 2800 2,000 8 stars Light Beast Synchro. If this card is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or card effect, you can select one Thunder Unicorn or Gold Bicorn in your grip. Ooh, damn. It lets you summon one of those guys. That's pretty nice. Not bad. Scrap Dragon. 2800 2,000 8 stars Earth Dragon Synchro. Once per turn, you can target one card you control and one card your opponent controls. Destroy them. When this card is in your possession, when this card is destroyed by your opponent's card and sent in your graveyard, target one non-synchro scrap monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. Okay, just standard scrap stuff. What Chimera? $1,400, 1,200 6 stars Light Thunder Synchro. 1 Watt Hooner and 1 or more non-Hooner Thunder. This card can attack directly. If this card inflicts battle damage in your opponent by a direct attack, place one random card from your opponent's hand on top of their deck. This seems like crap. This honestly seems like complete garbage. I am not impressed with you. How many cards act another? I guess that is true, but like, I don't know, man. 1,400 act is kind of crap, though. I mean, it does let you act directly, so, I mean, you know. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but, like, at the same time, it's like, it doesn't impress me at all right now. Blind Spot Strike. Select one face-up defense monster your opponent controls, and one face-up act you control. The monster you control gains act equal to the opponent's monster's defense until the end phase. Yeah, it is bad. This one is kinda just not super great either. Although this would be great for Fairy Meteor Crust decks. Maybe. Double Cyclone. Target one spell trap you control and one that your opponent controls. Destroy them. You would rather play Cross Saber, try to get rid of Bare Hand? Yeah. This one, why not just run Mystical Space Typhoon? Like, I mean, it's just Mystical Space Typhoon. Just, yeah, you don't run very mean, Chris, I know. I'm talking about monsters that have that as, yeah, that's what I mean. If they have it as an added effect. Scrapyard. Add one Scrap Tuner from your deck in your hand. Okay. I mean, okay, I guess. Scrap Storm. Target one Scrap monster you control. Send one Scrap monster from your deck to the graveyard and draw one card and destroy that monster. Okay. Scrap Scene. Select one face-up Scrap monster you control and destroy it. All face-up Scrap monsters you control gain 1,000 attack until the end phase. I am done with your theme, Necro. I mean, that's okay. What scene? When a character type monster you control inflicts spell damage in your opponent, gain life points equal to the damage inflicted. I mean, it's okay, but like, you have better things to be doing in a Thunder deck than this. In all honesty, I feel. Naturia Forest. If you negate the activation of a card your opponent controls, you can add one level 3 Allure Naturia monster from your deck in your hand. Yeah, you're using Barryman and Watt. I don't know how good this actually is. I'll be honest. No idea on that one. Neogoisis, Luminous, Moss. Activate only if you control a face-up Naturia monster. The opponent's effect monsters cannot activate their effects this turn. It was stupid broken? Ah. I mean, this feels like the start of them, so I can't see what they're like later on. That one I'm not super sold on yet. Amazonas Village. Look at all these ragheads. All Amazonas monsters gain 200 attack. Once per turn, when an Amazonas monster is destroyed by battle or card effect is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Amazonas monster from your deck with a level less than or equal to that Amazonas monster in the graveyard. That's not bad, honestly. That's pretty okay for an Amazonas. It was unplayable for a long time. I can see why, honestly. Amazonas Fine Spirit. If your Amazonas monster attacks a monster with higher attack, the attacking monster gains 1,000 attack during damage calculation only. That makes them pretty decent, honestly. That's not bad. That's a pretty solid card. Unicorn Beacon. Select one remove from play level 5 for lower beast height or winged beast monster. Remove from play one card in your hand and special summon the selected monster in attack mode. I don't know how much I care for this, in all honesty. Beast Rage. All monsters you control gain 200 after each of your remove from play beast and winged beast monsters. It was kind of bad, was it? Huh. I think this is a garbage card. This is a filler card. Miracle Synchro Fusion. Use to summon one Fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Synchro monster as material by banishing Fusion materials listed on it from your field or graveyard. If this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect is sent in your graveyard, draw one card. Okay, that's not bad. Hero support, yeah. I remember her. I remember from the early set. She was like, everyone used this card because this card was just so good. It was such a good card. Pestilence. No, not the one from Ho-Ho Fantasy. Not that Pestilence. Equip only a warrior, beast warrior, or spellcaster. Its attack becomes 0. During each of your standby phases, inflict 500 damage to the controller of the equipped monster. Yikes! I mean... Guys, look at how much this can go. $1,000? $1,000. This card. $1,000 for a common. Sir, cursed armament. The equipped monster loses 600 after each monster you control. Yeah, Reptilian, yeah. When this card is sent from the field graveyard, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, equip it with this card. I mean, wouldn't you want to equip this to your opponent anyways, to begin with? Like, you could just do that, right? Be like, okay, I use this equip card on you. Okay. Sir. Wiseman's Chalice. If you control no monsters, select one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon it. During the end phase of this turn, give control of that special summon monster in your opponent. The monster cannot be tributed or used as synchro material while it is face up on the field. That seems like a bad idea. That seems... Well, I don't know. It might not be a bad idea. I'm not sure. Summoning Curse. If a monster is special summoned, the current controller of that monster banishes one card from their hand. Once per turn during your end phase, pay 500 life points or destroy this card. That sounds very scary. That sounds very, very scary. Oh god, that's a terrifying card. Top Duality. Excavate the top 3 cards of your deck. Add one of them to your hand. Also, after that, shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only activate one card Duality per turn. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this card. I don't know how useful that is. I mean, you draw one, you get +1 card. Yeah, like, it doesn't seem that great. Desperate Hag. We'll use some wrestling. That's amazing. If face up an ant monster you control is destroyed by battle, during damage calculation, you can reduce the battle damage from this battle to 0 and special summon one level 4 or lower warrior monster from your hand at the end of the damage step. That seems pretty good for a warrior deck. Avarice, yeah. If I recall, that was a really good one. It seems good for a warrior deck, honestly. You cannot be past that card when you mean Battle Instinct. Activate only when your opponent declares a direct attack and you control no monsters. Special summon one level 4 or lower beast monster from your hand in face of an attack. I don't know if this is worth running, in all honesty. I don't think it really is. Howl of the Wild. If your monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict 300 damage in your opponent for each beast monster you control. That sounds like it could be pretty decent in the beast deck. Shuffle 5 monsters for graveyard deck. Oh yeah, that is really good. Yeah. It seems like a pretty solid card to have in a beast deck. Get some extra damage out there. Not bad, honestly. Parallel Selection. Activate only when a synchro monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or a card effect, and sent to the graveyard. Select one of your remove or play spell cards and add it in your hand. Doesn't seem that great to me, honestly. Reanimation Wave. Hey, it's Hades. I think. Hades and Summon Skull. Activate only when your opponent's monster declares a direct attack. Select one synchro monster in your graveyard with a level less than or equal to the attacking monster. The battle damage you aim for that attack is half. At the end of the damage step, special summon to select a synchro monster from the graveyard. It can retrain Skull, yeah. Hades. Or Hades, whatever you want to call him. I just call him Hades. This sounds like it could be pretty good, but at the same time, it depends on what your opponent's hitting you with. That's like it's okay. Barrier Wave. Activate by triggering one synchro monster with an opponent's when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Change all attack monsters you control, your opponent controls, to defense. And inflict damage in your opponent equal to the attacking monster's defense. Doesn't really seem that great, in all honesty. Chain Whirlwind. Activate only when a card on the field is destroyed by a card effect. Select 2 spell and trap cards on the field and destroy them. That might be okay. I mean, it does let you destroy 2, but I don't know on that one. It might be okay. It might just be okay. Scrap Raves. Activate only during damage calculation if a defense scrap monster on the field is being attacked. It gains 2,000 defense and is destroyed at the end of the battle phase. I don't think I have Douglas theme. I don't have Douglas theme. Have Q instead. That card's just okay. What Cannon. Once per turn. When a level 4 or lower Thunder type monster is normal or special summoned to the field, inflict 600 damage to your opponent. Garbage. Wait. I mean, it might be okay. No, it's not that good. Amazona's Willpower. You will not honey grab me. Activate this card by targeting one Amazonas monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in attack, but it cannot change its position and must attack if able. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. When that monster is destroyed, destroy this card. I don't know how I feel about this. This sounds very dangerous to run. Are we almost done? Yes. Queen's Pawn. Yeah, it's called but usable. When an Amazonas monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, special summon one level 4 or lower Amazonas monster from your deck. That's not bad, honestly. It's not terrible. Beast Rising. Once per turn, you can remove from play one face of Beast or Beast Warrior monster you control to select one other face of Beast or Beast Warrior you control. The selected monster gains the original attack of the monster removed from play for this effect. This does seem like you can make one very, very beefy Beast or Beast Warrior. I don't know if this is good to use, though. I'm not sure. Horn of a Phantom Beast. Target one Beast or Beast Warrior you control. Equip this card to that target. It gains 800 attack. If the equipped monster destroys your opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, draw one card. That doesn't seem that great, I feel. Paradox Fusion. When a monster would be special summoned or a spell trap card is activated, banish one face of Fusion monster you control. Negate the special summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Also during your second end phase, return the banished Fusion monster in your field in face of attack. It's fairly easy to just blow up cards through effect not triggering. That is true. That is true. This card is just okay, I feel. Solemn Warning. When a monster would be just summoned, or when a spell trap, or monster effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, pay 2,000 life points, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy it. It's just Solemn Judgment. Hello, ladies. I see that we cut off some of the, why did we cut off some of the artwork? That's weird. It is Secret Solemn. Anti-Magic Prism. Activate only when your opponent activates a quick play spell. Select one card on the field and destroy it. I will never understand why they just, like, cut art and stuff. Like, censor? What do you mean censor? What is censored? What could possibly be censored here? I see nothing that would be censored. Yeah, I see nothing that would make it censored. I don't get it. Silvery. Hey, it's Siegfried. Or Freed, rather. Activate only during the battle phase. Once the effect on the opponent's effect monster is activated, negate the activation and destroy that card. They just remove the Japanese hats. But why would they cut the art? Like, they cut it, like, they moved the, like, they cut it from the bottom up for some reason. I'm not sure on Silvery. Silvery, I'm not sure on. Light of Destruction. When the opponent's card that sends a card from their deck to the graveyard, select all 3 cards from their deck to the graveyard. Oh god. I mean, on one hand, you can milk them super fast. On the other hand, you might cause bad things to happen to you. You might cause bad things and really saying off Amazonas scouts. They're little ladies. 500, 1100 Who Scars Earth Warrior. You contribute this card. This turn, neither player can target Amazonas monsters you currently control with monster effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay, it's not terrible. Naturia Pineapple. 100 Who Scars Earth Plant. All basic monsters you control become plants. Once per turn during your standby phase, if you do not control face-up Naturia Pineapple and have no monsters in your graveyard except plant or beast, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. You must control no spells or trap to activate and resolve this effect. Okay. I'm not sold on this. Why is this $50? It's a secret rare. I don't know. I'm not sold on it yet. Different Dimension Destroyer. 1004 stars Earth Warrior. When this card on the field is banished, you can target one basic card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Not sold on you. Sorry. Dark Desert Haper. Hey, it's a Hapier. 1100 300 Who Scars Earth Beast. When this card is removed from play, you can select one level 4 Alluring Beast monster in your graveyard and special summon it. It's Nimi, everyone! Nimi has made it as a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Psychic Nightmare. 2400 1800 6 stars wins Psychic Synchro. One Hooner and one or more non-Hooner Psychic. Once per turn, during your main phase, you can pick one random card in your opponent's hand and call what type of card it is. Monster, spell, or trap. If you call it right, this card gains 1,000 to act until your opponent's end phase. It's very easy to loop in on itself. Ah, I see. I'm not sold on this guy at all. This guy does not... No. He doesn't interest me. Guts of Steel. Select 3 scrap monsters in your graveyard. Your opponent picks one of them. You special summon it to either player's side or field, and remove the rest from play. Okay. I mean... Okay. I'm not sold on the scrap. Scrap just isn't that great. How did I get there? Amazonas Heirloom. Equip only on an Amazonas. The first anti-equip monster would be destroyed by battle each turn. It is not destroyed. After damage calculation, if the equipped monster attacked a monster, destroy the attacked monster. This would be good on that one Amazonas fighter. The one that makes your opponent hate battle damage instead. This would be amazing on her. It's actually kinda disgusting on her in particular. Amazonas Shamanism. Destroy all Amazonas monsters you control. Then, you can special summon level 4 or lower Amazonas monsters from your graveyard in face of defense. Up to the number of monsters destroyed by this effect. They really don't play nice with most... Ah. Did they ever get good at all? Super Rush Recklessly. Wow. They made Rush Recklessly, but like, super. Target one beast monster you control and one monster your opponent control. Destroy the first target, and if you do, shuffle the second target into the deck. Okay. Not really sold on that. Mystical Rep Panel. Activate only when a spell card that targets one player is activated. The effect of that spell card is applied to the other player instead. Nani? Amazonas Empress. You need an Amazonas Queen for her, huh? If you're okay, so carry me your cross. And if she dies or leaves because of an opponent card effect, you get your Amazonas Queen back. That's pretty good, honestly. Not bad. Fable the Raven. 1300 1000 who starts Light Fiend Tuner. Wow, a Light Fiend. You don't see that every day. Once per turn, you can discard any number of cards, and if you do, this card gains 1 level and 400 after each discarded card until the end of this turn. Okay, so this is just to Synchro Summon. Gotcha. Ally of Justice, Cyclone Creator. 1400 1200 3 stars Dark Machine Tuner. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, return spell traps from the field to hand, equal to the number of tuners on the field. Okay, that might be good against your opponent. Miracle's Wake. Target 1 monster that was destroyed by battle is sent in your graveyard this turn. Special Summon it. Amazonas skill free card, 1 turn kill with Black Gargan. Ah. This one, it's basically like Monster Reborn. Pretty much. It's basically like Monster Reborn. Flamgale Pawn. So we got the Flamgale archetype. 201 star Fire Pirate. When this card is destroyed by battle, it's sent to the graveyard. You can add 1 monster with 200 defense for your deck in your hand. What? Why? Flamgale Archer. 1203 stars Fire Pyro Tuner. Once per turn, you contribute 1 face-up Pyro type monster you control, have all Flamgale monsters. On the field, gain 800 attack until the end phase. Flamgale seems like a bad archetype. Flamgale Fiend. 2100 1200 5 stars Fire Fiend. When this card inflicts spell damage in your opponent, inflict 200 damage in your opponent for each Pyro type monster in your graveyard. That's scary. Especially, well, the thing is, you have to run this in a Pyro deck. Which, I don't know. I mean, it might be worth it in a Pyro deck, maybe. I mean, extra damage is always good. He's okay. Genet's Worker. 1200 3 stars Winning Machine. You contribute this card to summon 1 Genet's monster from your hand. You have the other Flamgales, these who were Pyros. Genet's Worker is pretty good. Genet's Power Planner. 300 200 1 star Light Spellcaster. When this card is normal summon, you can add 1 level 3 Genet's affected monster from your deck in your hand. Okay, that's not bad. That's okay. But you do have to, you know, throw this guy out, which is gonna suck. Stygian Street Patrol. 1600 1200 4 stars Dark Fiend. If this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage in your opponent equal to the original level of that monster in the graveyard times 100. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 Fiend monster with 2000 less attack from your hand. Seems pretty good, honestly. Seems pretty solid. Not a bad dude. Is he on a motorcycle? He's on the motorcycle. And that was Duelist Revolution. So overall, both of the sets have been pretty decent. Now, before I end the stream, I'm going to look at the next set and see what we got here as a sneak peek. Arcane Empress. Ooh. More Black Wings. We got Karakuris. There's a new archetype. Scrap, Watts, Naturia. Students. Ooh, we got a couple dragons. They're really going in with the Karakuris. I see a bunch of Karakuris. Okay, so we got Karakuris. We got Karakuris, we got Kawaki, we got Watts, we got Naturia, we got Black Wings. We got more Scrap. Droll and Lock. What do you mean Droll and Lock? Droll and Lock? Where did you see Droll and Lock? Droll and Lock? Droll and Lock? Oh, Droll and Lock. I see. And that is what we're going to call it for today. In regards to, that set. Or for, today. Give me just a second. Oh, boy. Hey, we got 2 Yu-Gi-Oh sets in one day. How about that? If I'm good enough, I'll be able to keep up with 2 sets per stream. Is a needed evil? We'll take a look at that whenever we get to it next time. Whatever that is, so tomorrow's gonna be spell card practice for Ho-Ho 6. I don't know if that's gonna be the final one. I'm very tempted to do Great Fairy Wars, just to see how it is, I might not do Great Fairy Wars without the freeze mechanic, but it's there. I might take a look at it. Monday we'll be back to Final Fantasy X. Tuesday, I have a therapy, so we'll see if I get to, Crash Bandicoot on Tuesday or not. And Wednesday, maybe we'll get to Clayfire Ultra. Maybe. Again, Thursday's gonna be, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. And the Friday will be probably more Crash. And the next Saturday, I don't know what I want to do. I can do Hairless for Hollow Knight 1 and 2. I can do more Yu-Gi-Oh! But I think I want to alternate that every other Saturday if I can. I can do the Void Gets for Final Fantasy 8, which is going to be a nightmare. Or I could do something else, which I don't know what else I should do. Yeah, we should find out. We should. What would you guys prefer next Saturday? Tier list for Hollow Knight or Void Gets? Because I'm gonna save the next Yu-Gi-Oh stream for after one of those. Or would you prefer something else for Saturday? What would you guys prefer? Hero list? How about you, Hate? What would you prefer? Hero list or the Void Gets? Platinum Saturdays is not happening. That's Platinum Nights. Yes. Give me that. Hairless seems stupid? What, you don't like the hairless idea? What's wrong with the hairless idea, hey? What do you mean you can harass me for being a blasphemer? I already got enough time for the food hairless when I so got to, my IRL buddies. Both of them blasted me for my hairless. And I'm just like, bruh, I can't really judge Philly cheesesteak because if you remove the cheese, it's not a Philly cheesesteak, it's just a Philly steak. And there was a couple other things like pancakes and waffles being, you know, they blasted me for pancakes and waffles so low, and biscuits. Look, everyone's got their own taste, okay? Everyone's got their own taste. So you want me to do hairless? Hey, can you do me a favor if I get hairless for Hollow Knight 1 and send it to me on Discord? That would help a lot if you could do that. In any event, I'm gonna call it there for today. Let me see who is streaming. B2's gonna be doing Homagachi Live at 7 p.m. Mint is currently doing Ace Combat 4. Grape is releasing episode 2 of Our Wilds at 7:30 p.m. Sakana's doing her Sakahon Morning at 9 p.m. I haven't really seen her stream very much. Iris is doing Mass Effect at 11 p.m. I might have to watch Iris tonight. Beach is doing Homagachi Life at 7. Bay is doing Homagachi Life at 9. Doki's doing Mouse PI for Hire at 9 p.m. Narissa's gonna try and finish up Super Mario Galaxy at 9 p.m. Henya's doing Final Fantasy 14 at 7 p.m. Random. Fuwamoko's doing Yun Yun Syndrome at 11 p.m. The heck is Yun Yun Syndrome? Never heard of that. Anything else? Fuwamoko's doing 1,000 Days Celebration at 9 p.m. God, it's been 1,000 days? Can you believe that they've been around for 1,000 days? That's insane. That Advent's been around for 1,000 days. I don't know what Scarl's gonna be doing. I can never find Scarl stuff. They're somewhere. Scarl's probably doing something tonight. More than likely. Well, what hair list? The boss hair list. Psycho sent me the boss hair list for Hollow Knight Silk Song. And yeah, Mouse PI is just Doom. I saw that. Let me take a look. Yeah, there's both the boss hair list. Okay, you gave me the boss hair list. Thank you. So yeah, I'm not gonna be streaming tonight. I'm gonna be watching Iris. Should I work on... I don't know if I should work on doing Final Fantasy 13 achievement grinding tonight or not. I'm not sure what I want to do tonight while watching Iris. That's the thing. What do I want to do? Huh. What do I want to do? I mean, I could probably play, like, I don't know. Am I happy with the Herrick cards? Yes. I think the way that Mio is set up for the Iris game is good. Have I showed you all of the updates for the Iris game? Hey. I need to fix the name of that move. Because I did update some characters. I'll show it to you again after the stream, just so we can take another look. I'm not showing Mio. Mio's done. I think we don't need to really do much else with Mio. She's already got a lot of stuff with her. I mean, I can show the support abilities, but like, outside of that, I think she's pretty well done. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I do have Digimon World 2 ready to go whenever I'm ready to do that. So that will be a fun time. Here's the funny thing. I was going to use EPSXE again. And now I'm like, what am I doing? I have Duck Station. Why would I go back to EPSXE? Like, Duck Station is just better. Don't go back to EPSXE. It's because I've used that for so long, you know? Its music is so great. I love Songy of Steam. But yeah, Digimon World 2 will happen at some point. Unless I decide to do Platinum Nights, then, you know, Final Fantasy 13 might come back again. Final Fantasy 13's never leaving, is it? It's just never gonna leave. It's just never gonna freaking leave. Yeah, Duck Station is getting updates. Also, my PS5 controller doesn't work with EPSXE for some reason. Like, it doesn't register it in that. Probably because EPSXE doesn't, you know, register PS5 controllers, I'm imagining. Duck Station does. Also, I mean, to be fair, Duck Station, you don't really have to worry about all the setups for, like, graphics and all of that. It's pretty well, you know, handles itself. You don't have to go through, like, all the different, like, graphic cores and, you know, pick all of this, change all of this for each and every game, and make sure it works. Duck Station takes care of that for you. Alright, so, anything? Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a day. I will say, yeah, I don't miss it here. I really don't. The only reason I keep going back to it is that's where all my save states are and save files. Although I don't really need the save state, save files over there anymore, I think. Anyways, I will say until next time, everyone, whatever that may be, you all have a great rest of your day. Or, morning, afternoon, evening, night. I totally didn't steal that from anyone else. What are you talking about? Now we'll catch you all on the flip side of the boy. Take care, and have a great rest of your day and or night.